I didn't plan to live this way. I grew up on an island in Tahiti, where the horizon is always visible, but never something you can reach. And I think that stayed with me. Even then, there was this quiet sense that the world didn't end where it was. It continued somewhere just out of sight. I spent years trying to understand people, how we think, how we move through life, the ways we learn to adapt, to belong, to make sense of ourselves. But at some point, understanding from a distance stopped being enough. I didn't want to analyze life anymore. I wanted to step into it, fully. So I left the version of my life that made sense and started following something that didn't. And now, what you see is just me, not trying to be anything, just paying attention. Moving through places with a kind of curiosity that never really settles, trying to understand what a country can teach me and what it quietly reflects back about who I am. And I think that's why I share this, not to show you where to go, but to capture these moments as they happen. So maybe, if you've ever felt that same pull, you'll recognize it too. And the last place I followed that feeling was along the coast in Gyeongju, South Korea. I went there expecting something specific, something I thought I needed to find, but it wasn't there. And for a moment, I didn't know what to do with that. So I kept walking. And somewhere between the Chaplin Cafe, the ocean, and a path I hadn't planned to take, the day stopped being about what I came for and became about what was already there. I ended up at a film set, just as the light was fading, a place that looked constructed but somehow felt more real than it should have. And for once, I wasn't trying to figure anything out. I was just there. And then I went to Ulsan. Ulsan met me in the rain. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just steady. The kind that quietly rearranges your plans without asking. So I stayed close, checked into the van hotel, and let the day be smaller than I had imagined. I stayed north of Ulsan, thinking that it would be closer for me to get to Gyeongju the next day. And it worked out just perfectly. There was a cafe around the corner, Miraki Book Cafe. Books, soft light, the sound of rain against glass, and tucked between the shelves, children's books in English. The kind used to learn slowly, carefully, word by word. That quiet effort to meet the world halfway without losing your own language. I stayed there longer than I meant to, not because there was nothing else to do, but because there was nothing missing. And I made friends with the owner.
안녕하세요. 메라키를 운영하고 있는 메라키지기 에미입니다. 오늘 메라키를 소개합니다. 저희 카페는 책과 다양한 소품들, 그리고 맛있는 커피, 그리고 다양한 티를 가지고 있습니다. 이 모든 것들은 제가 좋아하는 것들로만 꾸몄습니다. 힘든 삶도 겪었고 삶의 즐거운 순간들도 있었죠. 그렇게 하면서 많은 성장과 앞으로 나아감들이 있었는데, 그러는 동안 제가 좋아하는 것들이 생겼고 잘하는 것들이 생겼습니다. 그 좋아하는 것들과 잘하는 것들을 함께 나누고 싶어 만든 공간입니다. 이곳에서 아름다운 추억도 만들고 여러분들을 다양한 책과 스토리를 함께 만나고 싶습니다. 감사합니다.
I used to think days like this didn't count. That if I wasn't out doing something, I was falling behind on the experience. But I started to understand that not every day is meant to give you something you can show. Some just return you to yourself.
I'm in Ulsan, north of the city of Ulsan, and look at what I booked. So, a ryokan style room at the Van Hotel, Ulsan.
By morning, the sky had cleared. No announcement, no grand transition, just light, where there hadn't been any the day before. So I took a K-ride and followed the road to Gyeongju. And there she was again, Serena. It's a strange thing seeing someone you met briefly in a completely different place. like your life folded in on itself for a moment, just to remind you that nothing is as separate as it seems.
We are in the historical town, and really it took me an hour by K-Ride to get here from Ulsan, and she took the KTX bus. How long did it take you?
50 minutes. Only 50 minutes.
Bus? Yeah. It's quite close. Wow. From Busan? Yeah. We're looking for a place to have lunch. I just learned that Korea has Korean pasta.
잡채.
Japchae. I have to try that. Everybody's going to McDonald's. Why? Seriously. So many snacks we want to try, so we're going to do that instead of having lunch. We're going to start with the fries.
화장실 있어요? 쭉 가셔야 돼요. 감사합니다.
Let me see. That was so good.
Yeah, this powder is ramen. Ramen soup.
Gyeongju doesn't introduce itself slowly. It comes through flavor, nose-raising aromas in the air. One thing after another. Street food, little discoveries, small bites shared between conversations, until you stop trying to keep track and simply follow whatever feels right. And then, after all of that, we still sat down for lunch. A full table, a giant hot pot that kept boiling no matter how much we took from it.
This restaurant called?
단향회라는 레스토랑이 왔습니다. 여기서는 야채에 만든 소고기를 맛보실 수
It's so cute. Just order. Ah, okay.
충분히 식기 상태에서 위에 부시고 다시 끓여서 드시면 돼요. 거기 가세요? 네네. 고기 다 구우시다가 사이드로 띄시고 속 식기 상태에서 구우시면 다시 끓여서 드려요.
We put these too?
Meals like that aren't really about food. They're about staying longer than you planned, because leaving would feel sacrilegious. So you do not leave until everything is empty on your plate and in a pot. But before the temple closed for the evening, we had one more place to reach first. Seokguram Grotto. So we hurried up the mountain, through the woods, trying to make it before closing time. And the walk itself became part of the experience. Rain still clinging to the trees, light breaking through the branches, that quiet mountain air Korea seems to hold so well. No performance, no soundtrack, just footsteps and a feeling that we were getting closer to something ancient. Hidden high above Gyeongju, Seokguram Grotto has been here for more than 1,000 years. So you want to repeat what you just told me about the Shilla dynasty? They're the first dynasty to have had a queen, right?
Yeah, that's right. 신라는 불교 국가였고, 저희 한국의 삼국 시대 때 신라에서 한국 최초로 여성 왕을 세운 나라입니다.
Queens.
Yeah.
When we excavate artifacts, so many earrings.
You can find
Here.
yeah, in Silla. Queen's tomb.
So she just said that in looking for artifacts, they found a lot of jewelry and female accessories
Yes.
in
Necklace.
in archaeological research here in Shilla country.
That's so gorgeous culture.
Go Queens!
Go Queens! Yes.
All when comes night.
That's so cool. A stone sanctuary built during the Shilla dynasty, carved into the mountain with extraordinary precision, not as a monument to power, but as an act of devotion. And when you finally stand in front of the Buddha, what strikes you isn't grandeur, it's presence. And even though you're separated by glass and a thick wall,
In the rock,
you still feel
in the mausoleum,
like its arms are wrapping around you
getting off.
with strength and serenity at the same time. A stillness so complete,
moment.
it makes you aware of how loud the modern world has become. Expect a workout. Places like this remind you human beings once built things not to be consumed quickly, but to be contemplated. On the way out, near the entrance, there's a large temple bell. If I recall, I think I paid a few dollars to ring it. In Korean Buddhism, bells are meant to awaken not just the people standing nearby, but all living beings. And when the sound echoed through the forest, I understood why ancient places use sound so carefully. Temple bells. When you strike a temple bell, the sound travels for 29 seconds. I understood then why ancient places use sound so carefully. Some things aren't meant to be spoken. They're meant to resonate. In Korean Buddhism, ringing the bell is often connected to awakening, mindfulness, prayer, compassion, sending your intentions outward into the world.
Understand you.
Some temples describe it as symbolically clearing the mind, awakening all beings, and carrying prayers across the mountains. This is one aspect of Korean Buddhism that I absolutely resonate with and that I absolutely love.
이건 약수예요.
약수예요.
몸에 좋아요. Good for our health.
So where are we?
우리는 지금 불국사에 있어요.
And after coming back down the mountain,
Temple site.
Bulguksa Temple felt less like a destination and more like a continuation. Built more than 1,000 years ago, during the height of the Shilla kingdom, the temple was created to reflect an ideal world. Not perfection, but harmony. Harmony between nature, people, and something greater than both. Even the stone stairways were designed with meaning. Crossing them symbolized leaving the ordinary world behind and stepping into another state of mind. And that's exactly how I felt. And standing there, you understand why places like this survive. Not because they're old, but because they answer something in people that modern life keeps drowning out. The sound of footsteps against wood, distant bells moving through the mountain air, rain still trapped in the trees, nothing demanding your attention, and somehow, everything holding it. I think what moves me most about places like this is that they were built slowly, stone by stone, by people who knew they might never see the final result of what they were creating. There's something deeply humbling about that now, in a world obsessed with speed and instant gratification.
I wish I was Korean. Seriously.
I'm so proud of our culture.
You should be. You should be.
Thank you. I'm so proud of my culture.
What is it that you love the most about your culture?
The wisdom of our ancestors, how to build their house, temple, and like clothes, all everything related of our lives. So brilliant.
And the food too.
Food?
Yeah, your food is healing.
Food, yeah.
The way you
How
make your
you-
food is designed to always enhance your health.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. So healthy food, and we can get it at nature, not made it or artificial. Yeah, I love it
Yes.
so much.
Me too. I want to be Korean.
Thank you for everything to my ancestors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, Serena and I made our way to Donggung Palace and Wolji Pond. The water holds everything here. The lights, the structures, even the people standing there. Like it's keeping a second version of the moment, just in case you forget. I could have stayed longer. There's more here than anyone can take in one single day. especially beyond the city in a national park, the parts that ask for time you don't always have. But Serena took a day off just to be here. And that changes the weight of a day. It makes it less about what you missed and more about what you shared.
Okay, so what is this restaurant known for?
여기는 경주에서 하나밖에 없는 뭐라고 설명해야 돼?
And Magoli slush.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Observatory, I see.
맛있게 드세요.
감사합니다. Got our food.
And try. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Kimchi pancakes.
No. Corn pancake. What a car.
359번 주문 고객님 완수 파세추 완료되었습니다.
감사합니다. And you can take a lead here. It must be lonely at night.
Oh my gosh, look, it's cleaning.
Wow.
Amazing. I feel I found a new friend. Wow. Bye
So instead of staying, I left knowing I would come back. And just like that, we kept moving. There was another place waiting. Pohang. And something about the way this journey has been unfolding tells me it's not really about reaching anything at all. It's about continuing until something begins to feel familiar in a way you can't quite explain. Because some things aren't meant to be understood all at once. They're meant to be returned to. And maybe that's why I keep coming back and why I keep sharing it.